So here we are back in the lair. I'm going to build shrimp snapping fur banded Borsky's version, a little different hook. We're using a short shanked, actually a bait hook made by Owner, and it's right there. Sharp, stout, and it fits this fly. Put some thread down right above the hook point, more or less. Little craft fur for the tail. This comes in 2 clumps. The first one is on the sparse side. I don't want to get too much on here as a tool. Just pull the under fur out. And keep that right on top. Alright, we're going to put a little sparkle on here. And the reason we do 2 clumps is to bury this in the fibers. So we come in with a second clump here. And again, pull out all the extra under fur. And measure that out. And again, right on top. Loose wrap, then pinch it. Okay, we need to stand all this up. Keep it away from the hook. And it makes the fly swim a little better. Stand this up like you would a parachute wing. Vertical wraps, 4 or 5 of those, and you just get snugger as you go. And finish pulling down. Let's clean this up. And we make a nice tapered ramp. It's going to sit like that. A little hard as hell. We want that to stay there. This great stuff dries quick. It isn't too sticky. Next is a ginger collar. I want a nice banded feather. Pull that off. Pull off the fibers until you can get to the thinner part of the feather stem. There we go. Wrap that on. Oops. 2, 3, 4, 5. You don't have to be too tidy here because we're going to tie all this down with the thread back toward the tail. We want it to flow back. And also have room for our body. Secure that. Come forward. Pick out a set of eyeballs. Doesn't matter what you use what you got. Just make sure they're not too big. This is a little brass eyeball. Dumbbell eye, I guess. You put that on top. And figure 8 back and forth, back and forth. And straighten it. Make sure it's nice and level. Back and forth. Figure 8s. And then under the eye, between the eye and the shank, nice and snug, keep that in place. And I wrap either side of it to finish. This is what you got. You want some sparkle chenille. Cut off a piece of that big enough to work with. Pull out the fibers on the end that you cut, so you can really get a good bite with the thread. Wrap back to the hackle collar, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, turn that over, and we tie that on the bottom. 2, 3, nip it, come forward between the eyeball and the eye of the hook. This is the whip finish. We're getting ready to finish the tying part of this. Boom. Done. Need your favorite marker for colors. And we're going to band this on either side. Front to back, front to back, front to back, out to the tips. Back to the hard as hull. Okay, I'm going to flip this over. Put a nice drop right there. We're going to flip it over. I bet I got a drop left right on top of the eyeball. And that's it. First snapping shrimp, banded, simple. Twitch it, make 'em eat it.